All right, today I'm going to be reading chapter 37 from Harbor Me. Tomorrow I'll read 38, and then we'll finish it up on Thursday. So there's only 2 more chapters, which a grand total of 40 chapters, and we'll be done. After this, you are going to have 20 minutes of independent reading time, so make sure you have your books. Again, if you're borrowing one from me, to grab it off the shelf and put it back when you're done. The book cannot leave with you. The library is not checking out books anymore, okay? I will see you all Wednesday, okay? Be very good for my mom. Hi, Mom. All right, chapter 37. Check this out, Amari said to us on Monday morning. We were in the schoolyard before class, and the day was surprisingly warm. Amari opened his book and slowly started turning the pages. We all leaned in over the pictures, and there we were, on every single page. Tiago shooting webs from his hands and over buildings and vans and cars, and Esteban flying over an ocean, and far down below him, the same tiny man over and over again with a t-shirt on that said Poppy. Holly was Catwoman in a fancy building, her sneakers almost bigger than the rest of her, and we all laughed. When Amari turned the page again, there I was, my hair, a mass of curly red wires that seemed to be shooting electricity. That's tight, Ashton said. It's like I've always had my superpower with me, I said. I was born with red hair. Yep, Amari looked up at me and smiled. That's a cool thing. There's all kinds of ways to get your superpower. You take somebody like Superman, who was born with his superpower, and somebody like Spider-Man, the way he got his power was kind of tragic, right? But then it became this good thing. That's what's up. That night, as I waited for my uncle to come say goodnight, I thought about Amari's drawing of me, about the brilliance of my hair, the superpower in it. And I thought about my mother and father. Tragedy is strange. It takes away, and it gives too. I couldn't ever imagine a life without my uncle. His laughing, his stories, the way he looks at the world. But until I saw Amari's drawing, I hadn't really thought about my hair. The power is both my mom and dad running through it, through me, and their moms and dads, and theirs, and A and B of me, and C and D, as Holly had said. I smiled. My mother was gone, but she was continuing too, inside of me, and that was its own superpower. You ready? My uncle said. He stood in the doorway, holding his guitar. Before my father went to prison, they played music together. My father on the piano, my uncle on the guitar. Lame songs about mountains and clouds and rainbows, my uncle said. But then when my father went away, my uncle started writing his own music, telling stories in his songs. Sometimes he played them for me. I liked falling asleep to the quiet hum of his guitar and his soft voice, the notes trembling. My uncle had lived through it all. The car accident, my father being taken away, him suddenly being not just my uncle, but my mom and dad too. He was my superhero. Yeah, I said. I wanted to tell him about the day, but instead I pulled the covers up over me and smiled. My uncle sat in the small chair at the foot of my bed and started strumming his guitar. Chapter 38. All right, I will read that tomorrow. You now have 20 minutes of independent reading time, and then you're going to take a quick break, mask break, if the weather is nice outside, followed by, when you get back, working inside the classroom on your driving question resources and taking the notes on those resources that you found. I will see you all tomorrow morning. Be good. Bye.